Local 4 News starts now with a forewarned weather alert.
A live look at exact track 4D radar at this hour. The forewarned weather team tracking heavy rain, again moving into Metro Detroit.
Now take a look at this time-lapse video from one of our sky cams. Clouds and rain moving into the area as the storm moved through downtown Detroit.
We are also getting a look at all of the damage from this evening's storms. This was the scene in Redford. Falling trees, power lines down there, and in fact tonight as we come to you, thousands are without power. The number of customers without the lights on continues to increase as crews work into the night. Good to have you with us here for Local 4 News at 11. I'm Devin Skillian.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. Kim Adams will have the latest conditions in just a few minutes. But first, let's get to those outages. DTE reporting about 154,000 customers are without power. With another round of severe weather causing outages, DTE says they're working as fast as they can to get the power back on.
While nearly 94% of our customers continue to have uninterrupted power, the entire team at DTE is laser focused on more than 132,000 customers that are without power. We're working with our union partners at the IBEW, the Utility Workers of America, to make sure we have the right resources for the right job, so that we can ensure that we're focused on our customer restoration and the safety of the public.
Let's remind you tonight, DTE wants you to remember to stay at least 25 feet away from any downed wires. Don't touch anything with which those wires might be in contact either. Call DTE at 1-800-477-4747. It's worth repeating, 1-800-477-4747 if you do see a down line, and be aware that wires behind yellow tape may still be live. We know a lot of people are making use of generators tonight, but this is another important reminder, never use a portable generator inside your home. From Livonia to Grosse Pointe Farms, we're getting a look at the damage from across town.
As our Mara McDonald shows us, the damage is substantial.
Karen, Devin, it is just a mess out here. It's the only word that really describes it. There is so much work that needs to be done. It is going to be a loud and long night.
Martin Chambers was inside his Livonia home when this came crashing down.
Matter of fact, I was in the living room sitting down, about to sit down and turn on the television, and I heard something like, and then crash. And I was like, to the basement!
Mr. Chambers came away unscathed, but the house, well, it's going to need some work. Neighbors in Livonia telling us wild wind gusts became severe, shredding whatever was in its path. Drone 4 capturing the major mess in Jerry Hapala's Livonia neighborhood near Oakdale and Norwich. Take a look as Drone 4 flies. You can see the enormity of the damage here. Jeremy's wife had just picked him up from work and they'd made it home with their 2 young boys in the car.
We usually park where this tree is. Instead, she pulled closer to the garage, and so I went in and brought my laptop in to come get our little boys out of the van. And I stopped because the wind just blew, and then a tree branch fell, and then it stopped again, and then the tree fell, and all our kids were in the car. I thought I saw them wiped out. It was crazy. I was like, I screamed, and then I didn't know what to do.
The complete shock of watching that happen in front of him eased up when he realized the children were okay.
I thought it was like a tornado started because it was like 60, 70 miles an hour, and the trees were going like this, and then next thing you know, all these trees were falling, and then it was just, everyone was pretty scared.
Additionally, here in the Points, all of this tree damage has caused another rather significant problem. The city of Grosse Pointe has sent out an alert letting everybody know that because of power outages, Grosse Pointe's pump station is down. Now, DTE is aware of the problem. They're working on restoring power to the pump station, but the city of Grosse Pointe is warning residents, if we get substantial rain, it might be a good idea for you to take valuables out of your basements at this point. We are in Grosse Pointe Farms. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
That's a worrisome admonition. Kim, here now, we are still seeing some rain across the area.
We are. We have about another hour and a half of rain, and then it will move out, leaving us with a dry day tomorrow, which will be good news. But take a look at exact track 4D radar. We're still getting some thunderstorms, and I'll zoom in for you here so you can take a better look. Down along I-75 in Monroe through LaSalle all the way to the Ohio border. Not severe, but I do have lightning detector on and seeing some strikes. But notice, even outside of the thunderstorm, there are are still some lightning strikes, which is a good lesson that even if you don't see lightning, lightning can strike very far away from these thunderstorms, even 20, 25 miles away from the actual storm. So we are still picking up some lightning strikes out there tonight. Power outages. We have several across the area. The rain's going to come to an end. That'll give those crews time to work on the power outages. Now, here's the reason why. We had wind gusts this afternoon, close to 70 miles per hour out at Metro Airport. 66 in Grosse Pointe Shores, and 60 to 70 mile per hour was about where we were throughout the afternoon. Now tomorrow we'll make it into the upper 80s with a lot of heat and humidity, but it will be dry. Then our attention turns to Friday. We have another chance for severe weather. We're at a level 1 right now, a marginal risk, and coming up in the forecast, I'll time out the storms for Friday, could linger into Saturday.
All right, thanks, Kim. Make sure to stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com for the latest updates overnight. Our coverage on air begins at 4:30 a.m. Our other top story, we are just hours away from a key moment in the Oxford shooting case.
Tomorrow morning, Ethan Crumbley, who pleaded guilty to the shooting, is going to appear in court for a Miller hearing. That will decide whether he is getting a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Jacqueline Francis talked with a legal expert for some insight on what we expect tomorrow.
Admitted Oxford High School shooter Ethan Crumbley will be in court Thursday morning as a judge decides his fate. The shooter was 15 years old at the time and has since pled guilty to killing 4 classmates and injuring 5 more, plus a teacher. Legal expert Neil Rockind says the judge will decide whether it's appropriate for the juvenile to be sentenced to life behind bars without the possibility of parole.
The shooter's defense team wants to make this case simply about whether or not how he's doing in jail, how young he is, whether he has psychological issues, how poorly his parents raised him. They don't want to get into the facts of the case. They don't want a parade of witnesses taking the stand and talking about how awful this experience was, how badly he acted before, during, and right after.
The Supreme Court has ruled juveniles should only receive a life sentence in the most extreme cases.
The Miller hearing, that's what this hearing is called, is to determine whether or not the judge sees this as a case of just overwhelming immaturity, where someone acted due to impulse, who was immature, who'd been raised poorly, who didn't have the psychological and emotional barriers and boundaries that parenting and childhood gives us, or whether or not this person is just in their heart evil and cannot be potentially rehabilitated or salvaged.
Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
The State Health Department is reporting a presumptive positive case of influenza AH3, also known as swine flu. We're told the patient is a Lapeer County resident who worked at the Oakland County Fair, which ran from July 7th through the 16th at Springfield Oaks County Park over in Davisburg. So anybody who attended the Oakland County Fair is advised to monitor for symptoms similar to seasonal flu virus.
Conversion therapy targeting LGBTQ youth is officially banned in Michigan. Conversion therapy is defined as any treatment by a mental health professional that seeks to change an individual's sexual orientation or gender identity, but it does not include counseling to assist people undergoing a gender transition. But Michigan becomes now the 22nd state to implement such a ban. Big night in downtown. I know the weather may have messed up a lot of fun for some folks, but they weren't going to stop trying to get to Ford Field to see Beyonce's world tour.
Oh, we're talking about capacity crowds. They're filling that area. Take a look as the Beehive as they filled into the stadium in the rain.
Meantime, tonight's been a homecoming for a Detroiter.
Yes, 20-year-old Trinity Sanders. She is one of the dancers on the Renaissance World Tour. The Cass Tech graduate, who is also known as Trinity Joy, has been dancing since age 4. We spoke with her dad, who says this is such a big achievement.
She's already been to over 10 countries at this age in her life, at this time in her life. But following her passion, her dreams, and her prayers is just amazing for us. Everybody's excited about her being at home in Detroit today. And we know it's just the beginning of so much more to come. And that's really one of the reasons why I'm so proud of her as her dad.
He should be proud. Her dad says Trinity is one of 9 children, and her siblings, of course, are proud of her as well.
So dancing for Beyonce is like pretty good, right?
It's pretty darn cool, yeah.
Pretty elite.
Pretty big
Great.
deal.
Kind of a hard to trademark a letter, I would think, but
Right.
no, wrong.
We'll tell you why Elon Musk is finding it hard to defend the new trademark for Twitter. Oh. Tense moments in New York City after a crane collapses and catches fire.
Also, a neighborhood used to seeing illegal dumping finds something. A random pallet of packages in the middle of the street. What neighbors are saying about that? Next.
A massive project has homeowners in one local community cashing in on upgrades. Plus, the importance of boosting your credit score in a time of beefed up interest rates. Don't cancel that credit card just yet. And they say, fake it till you make it.
Over and over and over, I heard, I want to be more confident.
The simple ways to really build your confidence and find success.
Local 4 News, everything you need to get up and go tomorrow from 4:30 to 8.